The quest for food. Today we are in Italy. We are making something very simple and delightful. Spaghetti. But 3 things. No gluten, no dairy, and no meat. How do we satiate our needs without these things? I don't know. Okay, so here's what I did. I cooked it all already because it takes too long for this silly little video. Ugh. But I'll tell you what I did. We start with squash. Spaghetti squash. Cut it in half. Take out the guts. Sprinkle some seasoning if you wish. Not necessary. And then you cook it in the oven. 350 for 1 hour. There's different ways that people do this. All of them work. You can either put some water in the bottom and steam them that way. You can turn them upside down and cook them that way. Or I just put some foil over it so it steamed it. It's cooked. Great. So, now that it's cooked, I gotta get a spoon. You take a spoon and carve it out. Sometimes if you don't cook it long enough, it's harder to spoon it out, and so that's why I steamed it, because then it really makes it soft and tender. Yeah, and then you get it out and it's stringy. Here's your spaghetti. Yes, let nature make the spaghetti. Or the store, that's fine. Okay, then, oh, okay. Don't want things to burn over here. Alright, spaghetti, ready. Gonna kind of break it up a little bit. We don't need the big long strings, you know, when you're like eating and twirling and slurping. Gross, nobody likes slurping. Alright, so, got my spaghetti here. Whoops, loud noises. Okay, and then my sauce. You can choose to do this 1,000 different ways. I just chose to go with what was in the cupboard here. I found 2 cans of organic tomato stuff. So I'm just heating it up in the pot. There's nothing special about this other than warming it up nice and slow so it doesn't burn, so we keep the nutrition. Okay, now for the fun part. This deliciousness, look at that. Oh yeah, so delightful. So what I did here, it's very simple. It's all whole food. I took a white onion, diced it up. Well, actually, the first thing I did is when I'm cooking, I like to warm up the pan, not hot, but warm, medium heat. Once that's warm, you put in the oil, your choice of oil. I used olive oil. I like olive oil as long as it's not cooking too hot. If I'm cooking in the oven on like 450, that's going to burn it. But on the stovetop on medium, it's a perfect temperature for olive oil. Okay, so got my oil warmed up, and then I chopped up my onions and I put them in. And then I took a bunch of garlic and I chopped it up and I put it in. And then I chopped up the mushrooms and I put them in. And I'm letting this cook slow. I'm not in a rush here. No way. The best way to make the flavors come out is to just slow roast them. 2 other things I added, some herbs from the garden. I had some oregano and some thyme. I took those. I took my sweet time taking them off. Thyme takes a little bit of patience because it's tiny little leaves. And chopped them up. put them in, and this has been cooking for about 20 minutes. Now I'm to this point where I've got all of these delicious flavors together. Alright, this is my meal. I like to have something filling and starchy, like my spaghetti squash, and vegetables, and something kind of meaty. Mushrooms. Great. Mission accomplished. Do. Now, we make some art. And remember, when you're cooking for yourself, cook for yourself and no one else. Okay, we got the outside. I'm just going with this yellow color. It's yellow, it's lovely. I think I want a little salt on the spaghetti squash. It's like basically flavorless right now. So I'm gonna add some spice. A ladle. Get this tomato going. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to make a heart shape here, and how do I want to shape it? This is kind of soupy. It's gonna like spread all over the place. So I'm gonna try to use these mushrooms to hold it in place. See what happens. Like a little, a lake. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, lots of mushrooms. Since this is just for me, I'm gonna eat as much as I want on this. And you know, like, there's gonna be plenty of spaghetti squash, plenty of sauce. I can make some other gooey stuff later. You like my singing? I like my singing. Okay, great. Okay, this is where we're at so far. Got spaghetti squash, got the hearts in the mushroom shape. Let's see if this works. Oh. I don't know if this is enough sauce for the whole meal, but it looks perfect. We have food art, aka fart. Lovely, lovely. All right, guys. That's our heart from Italian cuisine today. I'll see you all later.